Jackson Podcast.
So this is part 2, the continuation of It's a Secret Society, All We Ask Is Trust podcast. Thank y'all for tuning in. And if this is the only part that you checked out, go back and check out part 1 before you even get into this, because this is furthering the discussion and this is completing the discussion of It's a Secret Society, All We Ask Is Trust. Now, I want to talk about religion. I want to talk about church, God, involving yourself in that type of stuff, man, and being knowledgeable about that type of stuff on your own, not seeking guidance and education from others and not looking at others as a superior person or looking at a person as if they're God or not. So I was on social media just scrolling, having a good time, even though I'm about to take a break from that for a little while. I told y'all on the previous episode also that this is the last podcast for the next 2 to 3 weeks. I got some soul searching and some things I need to do, some vacation, and then some me time, man. Me and my family and my loved ones, and being in tune with them and getting in balance with the people that I love. So I was scrolling on Instagram and I happened to come across this.
Well, I love good gospel music. I love good gospel music. And there's this new gospel artist. Some of you might know her, some of you don't. But her name is Gloria Hallelujah Woods. Yes, she's from Memphis. Her name is Gloria Hallelujah Woods. Some of you might know her as Glorilla. Yes, Glorilla. Yes, Glorilla has a song called Tomorrow. And she makes this statement that blesses me. She says, every day the sun don't shine, but that's why I love tomorrow. And I'm talking to some people that life ain't been the kindest to you, but you understand that what Big Mama said all the time was right, that weeping may endure for a night, but joy comes in the morning. That every day is not good, but as long as I can make it to tomorrow, something can turn around. Come on, look at your neighbor, say, yeah, Glow, I understand this is not the season for me to just stay.
Yeah, Glow, man. I have 2 perspectives on that. Y'all know I'm looking at this thing objectively, so I'm not going to have nothing to say bad or nothing to say crazy about that guy. But he was lying and he was telling the truth. I like how he's getting the message out in a modern day form. Tomorrow. The sun might not shine today, but you always got tomorrow. If you make it to see tomorrow, things could change. Things could be bright. But he said the Glorilla was a gospel artist. That's cap. But to get the message across to the youth in the way he did, that was dope. Also, why do all the pastors got to go... And I'll tell you, stop, dog. If I walk in your church, pastors listening to this, share this with your pastor if you young and you watching the podcast, or you old and watching the podcast. Share this with your pastor. If I go in that church and you going, I can't get the message. Tell me, I want to hear the message. I don't want to hear, and the pastor said tomorrow, what are you saying, nigga? Real talk, what you saying at the end of the day? What are you saying? Speak to me clearly like I'm speaking to you. Is that something that they learn in pastor school or church or whatever? I don't know. But I don't like it. Just say it. Now, we're going to stay on church. I did an episode talking about TD Jakes too. Where's TD Jakes? Now, I go to a church with my wife, Elevation Church with Pastor Stephen Furtick. If you haven't heard of it, go check it out. He's a young guy. Me and him the same age. he preaches the gospel in a way that I can relate to it and I can appreciate. He doesn't do that. And I can't deal with that. And he's not a black individual. But if I want to hear the Bible, if I want to hear the word, I don't want to hear because my pastor that I grew up on, he's gone now. Pastor James H. Davis, he didn't do that. I didn't have to deal with that. Now I'm staying in this religious topic because I got something to talk about. I want to help individuals out. If you are religious or if you proclaim to be Christian, Muslim, anything, learn the word for yourself. Read the Bible for yourself. Educate yourself on something in that Bible that sticks out to you for yourself. Research, study group, get you a study group of people that you trust that has the same interests as you, and learn on your own. Because everybody make mistakes. Nobody's perfect. Everybody gonna do things that you're gonna question. Nobody is. You can have a fat pastor and somebody be like, he too fat. I can't believe him because he got a addiction habit of gluttony. Gluttony is written in the Bible and he eat too much. One pastor might be sleeping with somebody in the choir. He like young girls. One pastor might be finessing everybody with the money. It's just something, everybody's doing something wrong. You cannot say that people are right in all aspects. Somebody's doing something wrong, so learn the Bible for yourself first. The reason I say that is because somebody was convicted of something today, and I want to read the charges. The bishop in New York City. We first learned about the bishop when he got robbed. Or we assumed that he got robbed. Did he really get robbed? We don't know that. So I want to read the charges. And I want to read what he's been convicted of. And we're going to further the discussion. So Pastor Bishop Lamar Whitehead. This is according to the Essence magazine. Known as the Bling Bishop, has been convicted of defrauding and attempting to extort a businessman, according to the New York Times. The verdict delivered in Manhattan federal court on Monday found Whitehead guilty on 5 counts, including wire fraud, attempted extortion, and lying to the FBI prosecutors. Stated that Whitehead deceived and threatened his victims to obtain money and misrepresented his relationship with the New York mayor, Mayor Eric Adams. Ooh. This isn't Whitehead's first encounter with the law, as he previously served 5 years in prison for identity theft. In the recent trial, the prosecution characterized Whitehead as a habitual liar, emphasizing his deceit regarding assets, influence, and relationships. He was lying about the access. He was lying about the influence. He was lying about all of it, said prosecutor Derek Wickstrom. Damn. I'm going to continue to read, but I'm going to give y'all my perspective. Now, he's been convicted, but that does not necessarily mean that he's not preaching the word right. He could be preaching the word accurately. He could be a man of God still and be finessing. Finesse 3 times. Finesse 2 times don't got nothing on him. He could be a man of God still. That's the same way I feel about musicians. You can enjoy the music and the entertainment, but you got to separate the man from the music. Now let me keep reading though. According to court records, Whitehead coerced one of his partnerships, Pauline Anderson, to invest about $90,000 of her retirement savings with him, perpetually for him to help her buy a house due to her low credit. However, Whitehead misused the funds for personal expenses, including luxury purchases from Louis Vuitton and Foot Locker. Anderson tearfully testified about her trust in Whitehead as a man of God, only to realize she had been deceived. When it became apparent that there would be no home to buy, Anderson sued Whitehead for the money in 2021, and he countersued. Additionally, Whitehead allegedly attempted to pressure Brandon Belmonte, an auto body shop owner, into providing a $500,000 loan by falsely claiming associations with Mayor Adams. These actions led to federal charges against Whitehead for financial fraud, extortion, and lying to federal authorities. Whitehead made national headlines in 2022 when he and his wife were robbed of over $400,000 worth of jewelry during a church service at his church. Leaders of Tomorrow International Ministries, despite this incident, he now faces the prospect of spending decades behind bars after his conviction. How we know that he wasn't capping about the robbery to get some money because he needed it so bad? Now, he could be preaching the word accurately, but why would a man of God put himself in that position? It's a secret society. All we ask is trust. I'm going to finish this topic off with this, and then I'm going to get into something. Learn the Bible for yourself. Make yourself knowledgeable of the Word of God. Build you some like-minded people, a congregation of people that you trust, that has your best interests at heart, to read the Bible. And y'all get it together. Because at the end of the day, nobody's perfect. Switching the topic. I want to talk about the streets and hip hop and the bridge and the things that's going on. We know it's tax season. Some people owe taxes. Some people get money back from taxes. The weather is changing. It's getting warm outside. It's sunny longer. You're a criminal. You still want to conduct your business like it's the wintertime. You still want to grind. You still want to be out in the streets getting what you got to get and doing what you got to do. But them boys outside, dog. Them boys are outside. Now, just this week, previously, it was 4 hip hop artists that been arrested for criminal activities and doing criminal things. I'm just going to speak about 3 though. And then we're going to get into the secret society conversation. First off, I want to talk about Jack Boy, the boy from Florida. And I want to play the clip and further the discussion.
Port St. Lucie police say a local rapper known as Jack Boy is now behind bars. Thanks for staying with us. I'm Felicia Rodriguez.
And I'm Tiffany Kenny. He was targeted in a shooting that happened outside his home in Tradition back in December. Treasure Coast Bureau reporter Angela Rozier joins us from the Port St. Lucie Police Department with what led to the arrest.
Well, police here in Port St. Lucie say that arrest was made after a traffic stop, and the suspect is being held without bond.
Port St. Lucie police released this body cam video of Tuesday night's arrest. The Special Investigations Division gang intelligence detectives conducted a traffic stop on a black Chevrolet Suburban on Southwest St. Lucie Boulevard and Southwest Import Drive just before 11 p.m. The driver was identified as Pierre DeLintz, also known as Jack Boy. The police chief says detectives found narcotics and a Glock 19 handgun inside the SUV.
Turned out the handgun actually did have a round in the chamber, another 32-round magazine attached to it. They knew he's a convicted felon, also a known gang member, so he shouldn't be in possession of that type of weapon.
This is not the first time Port St. Lucie police have interacted with DeLintz. This was the scene outside his home in the Town Park area in Tradition in December when police responded to a shooting where a man was injured.
We believe he was the intended target of that shooting. We did make 2 arrests in it. Luckily, nobody was seriously injured, even though somebody was shot.
The police chief says they continue to investigate and monitor all gang activity.
If they're looking to set up shop here, I don't think it's a good idea because, we know who they are and we're watching what they do. And this was just another clear case of that last night.
And the police chief says that suspect could be facing enhanced punishment because of his gang affiliation. In Port St. Lucie, Angela Rozier, WPBF 25 News.
Now, I don't know how or why, and I don't want to be judgmental towards any other individuals, but some people are going to remove themselves from that lifestyle, and some people are going to stay in that lifestyle for the rest of their life. But I'm confused. When people become successful, when people get a certain amount of finances, how can't you remove yourself from that? Your ego, is it too big to get a job, to create a business, to do some sort of work, to remove yourself from that? Because hustling isn't permanent. It's not for life. Some people are cool with jail. I'm not built for it. I'm not scared to go. I'm not scared to go to prison for life, but I don't want to go. So I'm going to do whatever it takes to prevent myself from going. Now, at the end of the day, Jack Boy, Kodak put him in position to win. He won. He got out the game. He sold records. Why? I don't understand why. Remove yourself, dog. Gang activities. Why be in a gang after you make it out? I don't understand. Help me understand in the comment section. Now we're going to the second artist. One of my favorite artists. I'm going to play a piece of his record. 7 seconds. So they won't hit me with it.
Chill. Hey, Young Ju, 32 Entertainment.
That's all I'm going to play. OJ the Juice Man. Gucci Man artist. One of the, probably the best. Him and Waka Flocka was the best artist that Gucci signed. To me, even though Gucci put a lot of people in position. But OJ the Juice Man. Copper chicken, dog. It was noticeable that OJ the Juice Man was more of the hustler and the street guy than Gucci. Gucci was the robber, the violent individual. He wasn't the hustler. Now, every song that he made, make the trap say, hey, okay. You know what I mean? All of those records was trapping records. But he sold records. He got hot. He did his thing. I don't know if he crossed over and understood the business side of music enough to get out the street. But he's 42, and I hate to see what happened to him, dog. I'm 44. I know partners that I grew up with that's still hustling, still grinding. I hate to see y'all get jammed up and not come home till you 60 and die in prison. I don't understand it. I don't understand why y'all claiming gangs. I don't understand why folks are hustling at 40-something years old, with risking 20 to 25 years, because there's no end to it. There's nothing beneficial from it. You're not going to make millions in the streets in 2024. You're not going to be able to buy homes and create businesses and industries in 2024. You're going to jail or you're dying. And at the youthful individuals, they can do something and they can get out. But you 42, 43, 44, you got to humble yourself, dog. Now I'm going to read these charges off. And I'm going to give y'all my perspective of what's going to happen, because he has multiple priors. But damn, it hurt my soul to see a brother 40 years old get jammed up. So, Coweta County, Georgia, Atlanta rapper known for making the trap say A, has been arrested on drug charges after he was stopped by the county's deputies on March 4th. OJ the Juice Man, whose real name is Otis Williams Jr., was arrested for trafficking cocaine, illegal drugs, and a possession of a firearm by a convicted felon. Golly. So trafficking cocaine, a firearm, and he's a convicted felon. That means he has priors. Prior history means more time. Williams is charged with a multitude of charges, including attempts to elude police officers, speeding, failure to maintain lanes, 2 counts of possession with intent to distribute, obstruction of the law enforcement, and tampering with the evidence. Man. Damn, dog. I can't even say free you, because I free you, you're going to get out, do the same thing, go right back. The last artist, Spot 'em got 'em. They got body cam footage of this young brother. Spot 'em got 'em is from Jacksonville, Florida. We know them boys down there is wild and crazy. He has 1 hit record. I thought Spot 'em got 'em was going to pop. I haven't heard from him in years. Him, none of them boys down there. I ain't heard from none of them boys in Jacksonville, Florida. And I thought all of them was going to pop. And the police got body cam footage of this brother.
No, it's locked. So that time, if you can't get back to it, we'll hit you already.
Where's he at? Where's he at? Where's he? Where? Come here. Where is he, buddy? Where is he, buddy? Where is he? Oh, okay. Where are you at? Whoa, where is he, buddy? Subject, I know you're in there. Put up your hands or you will get bit by canine. This is canine. If I don't see your head, you will get bit. Hey, I see you.
Why little buddy's so excited, man? The police officer more excited than the dog.
Oh, come on. Come on, your hands up.
Hey,
move.
see your hands.
Move.
Hands, let's go.
Move slowly. You will not get hurt, sir. If you move slowly. Where's that? Where's that?
Now, what he is convicted of, he got caught with a switch, a strap with a switch on it. But at the end of the day, this is Florida, and he's been shot before in Miami. So he need protection.
Come out slowly.
Eric,
he's gonna go to you.
There.
Okay. Well, let me go.
Get over here. Hey, don't move.
I got it. We're being safe. Come out slowly. You won't get bit, sir. Go to over here. Get on the ground right here. Get on the ground right here.
I don't give a fuck about your leg. You get the fuck down here on the ground. Get the fuck on the ground. Yeah, you're so put your hands on your back. Put your fucking hands on your back. Put your hands behind your back.
Watch.
There.
Go. Don't move. Make sure he's not a threat. I can't get him.
That's all right. I got him.
Make sure he's not a threat. Come on. Make sure he's not a threat. I can't.
I got him.
The nigga on the ground, they talking about make sure he's not a threat. Like, the police be too extra with this stuff though, man. Real talk. They patting the dog on the back and all of that. Salute to nobody. But at the end of the day, man, this is extra. Like, one thing I feel like they was talking about defund the police before, after the George Floyd situation had happened, but I feel like the police need to be refunded because they don't have to talk like that to people. They don't have to treat people like that. They don't have to cuss people out. Like, you can do your job better if you're silent. Shut up and focus, nigga. Focus on the task at hand. You don't have to disrespect this man because you about to arrest him. Does that make you feel like you have more power because you have to disrespect this man? He committed a crime. Apprehend him and take him to jail for the crime that he committed. Get on the ground. He's on the ground. But that's just a crazy situation. And y'all young brothers out there, man, y'all got to get focused, dog. Get focused. Real talk. The streets ain't permanent. And this stuff's going to continue to happen. I ain't going to say we need to stop. We need to do this and we need to do that. This stuff is going to happen forever. I'm going to be dead and gone. It's still going to be happening. Real talk. And I just got to switch the topic up, man, because I'm disgusted with the streets. I'm disgusted with the law. I'm disgusted with crime. People are just going to be themselves, man. And we can't control people, like Thomas Sowell said at the beginning of the podcast. Thank y'all for tuning in, man. We about to promo some music off the It Was All a Dream album. And then I'm going to finish up the topics of discussion with It's a Secret Society. All we ask is trust.
If I had to do it all over again, I wouldn't change nothing. If I had to do it all over again, I wouldn't change nothing. If I had to do it all over again, I wouldn't change nothing. I had to get me something. I came up from nothing. If I had to do it all over again, I wouldn't change nothing. If I had to do it all over again, I wouldn't change nothing. If I had to do it all over again, I wouldn't change nothing. I had to get me something. I came up from nothing. I had to change my mental, upgrade my credentials. How a nigga came up, it wasn't accidental. Now monumental, more like legendary. A player never worry, bumping pop, Hail Mary, trapped off a Blackberry. Ain't contrary to your belief. I made it at them streets, don't acknowledge beef. Kept the play discreet, we too unique. On the winning streak, spent a couple racks at the boutique. I wouldn't change nothing, I'm always me. Never took a plea, nigga, you a flea. I'm your OG's OG, he called me for inspiration. Need a consultation, just make the payment for the conversation. If it's elevation or innovation, my expectation ain't limitation. You need a demonstration. My track record and reputation should be admiration. That's confirmation. I'm decoration for the trenches, off the benches, jump the fences, no penny pinching. We off the hinges. Hit the shot, my team winning. The series clinching. You niggas finished. Never timid. I've been a menace. No old dog, and every day is printed. Haters living 'cause my life changed. Should be happy, but you a real lame. If I had to do it all over again, I wouldn't change nothing. If I had to do it all over again, I wouldn't change nothing. If I had to do it all over again, I wouldn't change nothing. I had to get me something. I came up from nothing. If I had to do it all over again, I wouldn't change nothing. If I had to do it all over again, I wouldn't change nothing. If I had to do it all over again, I wouldn't change nothing. I had to get me something.
Hey, man, I'm just going to tell y'all before I get into this conversation and finish off the podcast. You'll have some new music from me come this summertime. I'm going to drop a whole project solo this summer. And it's going to be fly than a frisbee, man. I don't know the title of the names or nothing of the project or the album or nothing, but I know it might be my last one. And I'm for sure it's going to be my dopest one. And majority of it is going to be singing records, melodic records. I'm really not into rap no more. I'm really into melodies and creating in a different lane, because rap don't excite me no more. It doesn't have nothing to offer me. I love hip hop. I love talking about hip hop. I love listening to hip hop. Nas is my favorite hip hop artist. I love rhyme patterns. I love poetry. I love everything about hip hop. I love breakdancing, graffiti, art, all of that type of stuff that hip hop has to offer. But for me personally, writing the records, saying the records, they have to be more melodic if I'm going to continue to move forward with music. Now, I was listening to Suge Knight's podcast. This is the whole totality of this show. And he was talking about secret societies. And it caught my attention that he was talking about who these people that we bash, that we talk bad about, the Jay-Z's, the Puff Daddies, the Birdmans, who they learn the game from.
So in the industry, they let it be known it's Illuminati. And you know the Illuminati is like a Mason. The only thing difference It's a Mason believe in God. Illuminati believe in the devil. And Illuminati believe in the devil, and they believe that men sleep with men and they're not gay. So a lot of times when you see a strong black man want to have hip-hop artists or rappers or black guys in the industry, once they go visit these executives, be in their office, they call them, stop them on. Next thing you know, they're doing drinking with them, they're doing cocaine with them. Next thing you know, they're sleeping with them. Once they overpower them and start sleeping with them, they got control of them. That's how they control the industry. And how they taught Puffy, if they did that to him, Puffy did the same thing they did to him, he did to all the new artists, the young artists, the people who really want to make it. He's been sleeping with them, turning them out. Before you know it, it makes hip-hop, it makes the culture of our people look bad. Because now it seems like everything that everybody's been rapping about, talking about, has been a lie. You know, if Pac rapped about something, that's what he meant, that's what he felt. Same thing it was Biggie, same thing with a lot of people. But this new generation of most, not all, I'm talking about the one in our area. I don't know about the young motherfuckers, I'm not around there. In our area, they had the most gay. And once they start painting their fingernails and wearing women's clothes, they got you. I remember when they was giving Puffy Award, the ASCAP Awards. Andre went up there and got him a expensive watch and gave it to him in front of everybody. He basically confessed his love to this man. Another man confessed his love to another man.
Dre is not playing in that gym if you can't see. Give it up for Dre in the gym.
Puffy and Snoop became besties. Every time you see one, you see another one. Next thing you know, start painting their fingernails. It makes sense. Game bought Puffy a Lamborghini. Well, Puffy got more money than Game. Why you buy his man a Lamborghini?
I feel like an old Diddy song, so I bought him a Ferrari, man.
That's what's up, man.
It was just a Tuesday.
Just to shoot videos.
You know, your homies even got a Lamborghini. They probably never voted a Lamborghini. But once again, that secret society. For this thing to work and fix it, they got to start all the way over. In these major record labels and these big buildings, they need to get rid of all the guys who was connected to the poison and the snake.
I could say so much about that right now. So much just ran through my mind hearing them talk. So much ran through my mind. It's like when he was talking about these rappers and stuff giving other rappers gifts. That's weird. The goal is to bring your friends along with you, the people that grew up in the environment along with you. But you gifting somebody that's worth more money than you is like disrespectful to your friends. I played a clip on the first episode, if y'all didn't catch it. Go back. About Charleston White saying gangsters and gays go together. Overly tough men that don't exist. Why you want to be so tougher than everybody else? That's just weird. That's weird. Why you want to compete and be better and brolic and I'm bigger and better than this other man? That's weird. We learn these things through repetition, what's right and what's wrong, on a repetitive basis. Like, you have to be repetitively told that this person is tough. You have to be repetitively told that this person is successful for you to believe that they're successful, because their success might not be success to you. When I think about, he said that Diddy learned from the execs that signed him to sleep with other men, film it, do drugs and sleep with them and all of that, then you have control over them. Because you have something against them that they are embarrassed about, that they won't speak of. God, that's crazy. But it's happening. Allegedly. Now, if all of these things are true, hip hop culture is some bullshit. And why do we support it? Support what you support and what you love and what's educational to you and what's helping you evolve. But don't spend your money with the bullshit. Me personally, I listen to jazz more instrumentation music. I don't listen to lyrics as much as I used to. I create my own lyrics. I put my own words on the pen and pad because I want to speak about my experiences. And my experiences ain't tainted with no foolishness. My experiences are what I see in the environments that I'm in and the things that I deal with and the things that I do. So I'm not saying that Suge Knight is the most honorable person, but it was interesting what he had to say. Now I'm going to play somebody else that was at the East Tennessee State University giving a conversation with the students. He was instructing the students on some things, and he was talking about repetition.
You see, they got the same 13, 14 songs on the radio every single day. Repetition is the mother of learning. Repetition is the mother of learning. 90% of all communication is what? Non-verbal. It is non-verbal. So what you cannot hear and what you cannot feel is actually hitting you at your lower chakras. And your lower chakras are responsible for your urges and your desires. This is what gets you on the dance floor. Those low vibratory frequencies in the music are hitting you at your lower energy centers, and it's getting you on the dance floor. So now you feel it, and then now subconsciously the words have made its way in because you open it up to it. And guess what else happens in that process? When you hit the club, you drink the thing that older people in the audience call your spirits. What are the spirits? Wine, beer, liquor. That's what you do. So now you're wide open. You don't got the spirit in you, and you got the spirit, and the music is hitting you at the low vibratory frequencies. Now you open. You backing it up on some dude, and you don't even know who the hell was back there. Now you out of it. So by the time you leave the club, you're damn near drunk. You run into the same dude playing parking lot pimp. You don't want to give him your phone number. Or you probably can laugh. Hey, it's good. It's good to just kind of get it out because you know I'm telling the truth.
You know, I didn't want to play that clip that long, but what caught my attention about that is that repetition is the mother of learning. When I got my real estate license, I didn't know nothing about real estate. In North Carolina, they teach law in real estate. It's not about houses, selling and buying houses and this land and agriculture and all of that. It's about understanding the law. It's basically like getting a license to be a lawyer, but to sell homes legally and to represent people legally. So when I listen to that about repetition, I'm getting off here after this. When I listen to that about repetition, everything that you do in life is based upon repetition. If you can't stop eating something and you're fat, it's because you repetitively done it. If you broke and you don't got no money, it's because you repetitively spend on foolishness. If you are alcoholic and your kidneys failing, it's because you repetitively drinking. Let me get to some positives. If you healthy and your cardiovascular health is at its peak, it's because you repetitively are jogging, walking, riding bikes. If society has a hold on you and you're lost, it's because you have repetitively not sought information to get out of the situation that you're in. Repetition. Do something that's in your best interest repetitively, and you'll get out of whatever you're involved in. Salute, y'all. Thank y'all for tuning in, man. I'll see y'all in 3 to 4 weeks. Peace, love, plenty of abundance. Make sure you go get you some money. And I'm gone. Chill.
The Trevor Jackson Podcast.